A pleasant good evening to each and every one of you, Georgetown, Guyana, and the diaspora, fellow citizens of Guyana. Sometimes I wonder if I must continue speaking so you all could understand. Both major race was misled by the leader. The black people was misled by Burnham, and the India was misled by Cheddi Jagan. Now, if you are a Christian, Burnham happens to be the Barabbas, Cheddi Jagan the Judas Iscariot, in reincarnation as Cheddi Jagan. And Peter was the man who joined for the coalition, and he said he didn't know Burnham would turn soul like Peter said he didn't know Jesus. Friends, I am calling on you, the younger generation, to unite. The Guyana black people is not your enemy, for they themselves was misled. And you Indian, Canal, Grove, Horstellin, Lenora, and many parts of the East Coast, y'all was not ordinary. Under the United Force leadership by the late Peter Degas, who happens to be a Portuguese, y'all break up his trucks, beat up his drivers because of Jagan, the cop. But y'all cop run it over, not with blessing, but with curse. And you, the black people, Burnham used the palm tree and he used the broom. He has swept your justice in the corner. But thank God that today you, the younger generation, are intermarrying with one another. Same goes. And it's not that the Indians don't like black people to marry in their family and blacks don't like India. You have to understand it was also a religious conflict. Hindus don't like Christians in their family, and the Hindu don't like the Muslims, so vice versa with all of them. But if one call Bhagwan, one call Allah, and one call God, all you hypocrites are still calling on the Supreme Being, God Almighty. No man see him. No man knows him. They don't know if it's a woman or a man, or a bird, or a fish. But we follow the teaching of tradition. What I'm getting at here, we are only 720,000 people. I was made to understand we have 360-something islands. And my black brothers follow the historian and talk about slavery. The white man slave you. The white man take your resources. The white man take this. The white man this. My friend, let me give you a rundown. If the white man slave you, you told me, many blacks, historian and others, George, Abraham was a black man. Adam and Eve was a black man and woman. And Jesus was also black. Moses was black. Muhammad was black. Well, yes, I must give it to you, coming from that part of the world, Africa, it's a possibility. But go back 1,000 years ago. Where the hell did Abraham get a slave named Hagar, an Indian woman? Have sex with her and say, your wife tell him to do it because she could get a child for him. So I urge you, the young women in Guyana, black or Indian, the two of you, don't listen to that nonsense. Abraham was an old wicked bastard. He see the Indian woman maybe bend over and he want to get into, see if he can find some other over or over, whatever. He lied. Then the woman gave birth to a child named Ishmael, and Sarah get child after, and he put that woman to die in the desert either on a camel or a donkey. If he were living today in America, Canada, England, France, or other country that's civilized, they would have tried him. He would have lived the rest of his life in jail. You call him the prophet. He was profiteering on the young flesh of an Indian crotch. But by the way, let's throw that aside. You, the young blacks and Indians, must unite. I have to congratulate you who marry into each race, because I got your blood in me, both sides, and others. Sometimes I ask, what next? If we believe in Almighty God, Allah or Bhagwan, which is God, hoping to go to heaven, is this what we are taking with us? No matter how you're rich. As you know, we were ruled by Britain. Queen Elizabeth just passed in our time. Forget King George, and I'm George, I'm not the king, I'm nothing. Did she take a chariot with her? The golden chariot? Did she take anything with her? Not even her ring on her finger. Like Alexander the Great. After he died, and before he died, he made a request to his people that whenever he depart from this world, take him on a shrine, passing through with the two hands out and the foot, and bring the chariot to the back with all the gold. And when you bury him, you could do what you like with the gold. It was a message. You do not take gold and silver with you in the graveyard. God don't have supermarket, and he don't have a bank. So you people who are intermarriage, you deserve to be recognized. And let it be known to our black relatives and friends. Indian people are not racial. They are so effing corrupt. Snake run from them. Trust me. They are so conniving. They are full of, they see plenty and hear plenty, and they do less. They condemn you, the black race of Guyana, for what happened in the 60s, but it was not you. They were Highlanders. Get Carmen and ask him. I was made to understand they came from St. Lucia, St. Kitts, and St. Vincent. It's alleged, so I'm not sure, but they came from there. They passed through Eric William country to help Burnham, because Eric William, the Prime Minister, Burnham, they married his sister. Think of it. Friends, the leaders of your country, they have national taste, but foreign appetite. Maggie Burnham's wife was Eric Williams' sister, Trinidadian. And Jagan's wife was a white Jewish woman from Chicago. But yet they want to rule a country that grow mango. Think of it. What a conflict. But nevertheless, who a man want to marry? I know, Joey, you wouldn't like it. And I want to say it clear. One of the Jagan granddaughter take $2,500 from an Amerindian woman to help her with her green card. All she do, she take copy of the woman's passport and never do nothing. Joey, I don't want to take the license of the Jagans. But you may know people, but you don't know who I know. So please, get to know who is that and let her hand that woman back her money. Guyana belongs to the Amerindian as much as India belongs to Indian and Africa belongs to Africans, since y'all want it this way. And Europe belongs to European. In the law books of Guyana, it stated that he who receives stolen property is guilty more than the man who stole it. Right, Mr. Ali, Barajagio, Mr. Norton? Think of it. So therefore, your whole law in your country have to change. One thief named Sir Walter, Mr. Walter, he becomes Sir Walter Raleigh. The Queen grandmother knighted him and called him Sir. Imagine a thief could be knighted and called Sir. What is new in our world of today? But we condemn this nonsense, but we do not want to correct it. So for you Indian and black who intermarriage with other races, you deserve an award. Today, I called upon the Ali government. He's doing a lot of good, but it's spread out. You can't see it. And therefore, Mr. Ali, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, you are doing a lot of good, don't get me wrong. But you got a lot of people who's opportunists on your party. And they are square pegs in wrong hole. I would appreciate if you mix it properly. And, as I said again, Bharat made another mistake because he was young. But, Mr. Ali, my Muslim brother, if you expect to go to heaven, will you agree to throw the angels out of heaven? Because that's what y'all are doing to the 9 tribes of Guyana, the Amerindian, indigenous people, ruled by 2 dangerous people. So I call upon all the priests, the imam, the pandits. I call upon all of you, close the Bible and the Holy Quran. Well, the Ramayana, I don't know much because it already stated the mind is raw, is not mature yet. And then you have the other one called the Vedas. They all are dodging people. My friends, show me what Queen Elizabeth take with her, or the Shah of Iran, who was sitting on a gold toilet, and the Prince of Saudi Arabia. And since y'all are talking about Dubai, in 3 months' time y'all will talk different. I called upon you, Mr. Ali. Started out with a humanitarian way as your presidency, and we support you. 100,000 house lot must be given to the less fortunate. A man, a wife, and a kid. Some may got more. And 50,000 US or 75,000 US to build their dream house. Stop the racial tension by making law. Anyone come with black power, go back to Africa. Anyone come with Indian power, back to India. Since Friday gone was the day of arrival of our Indian brothers and sisters, our relatives in the past. Not forgetting Idi Amin, who drove 960-something thousands out of his country because of the same bullshit. And Burma, who killing them out, and India didn't take none. Imagine you Indians so believe in Allah, and India believe in Bhagwan, Hanuman, Krishna, Ram, Sita, Mother Kali, and all, and Bhairo, and all them row, not Jairo, Bhairo, and you all are still fighting each other, raping and killing and lying to people. And you put one of the highest fence between India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. It's alleged. I didn't get to go there, but I walk around. And you are talking about God? If you were living forever, what you would have done? The Pharaoh is dead and gone. The Caesar is dead and gone. So I call upon you, the young youths of Guyana, Indian and black alike. Bear in mind, Guyana have blacks, Indian, Chinese, Portuguese, mixed race. Okay? And not forgetting the indigenous people. 6. Somebody tell me Guyana got 6. They say the white people. Portuguese are European, friend. So let me tell you all something here today. Every one of you deserves 75,000, 50 to 75,000 US. An acre and a half land per family, a man, a wife, and a kid. And unite and stop this bullshit. Fighting each other for what? And get rid of their arrival and emancipation. We must remember the day. Honor Kofi, who fought against the Europeans. But at the same time, where we are today, open up the door to Ghana, India, and the Caribbean for those who was in the time of our needs. And every Guyanese can be shareholder of the wealth of the country. I want you to execute all the voodoo leaders, the priests. All of them, as I say, Obia man. And all the books they open to lie to people, them hypocrites as pandits, telling you, but you got gra. I want you to put an end to it. I remember a story in Lenora. Many years ago it was told to me. When the Europeans were ruling Guyana, a policeman went to an Obia man because he wanted to become superintendent or something big. So the Obia man was fed up with him. He tell him go and get 2 white kid eyes and bring it back to him. And right counter information is alleged when Mr. Ali lived in that compound. If that's where he lived, I don't know. I'm only hearing. The white people were living there. And their children went to school, and the black police officer went and get them, 2 of them, dig out their eye, kill them. Same time, the voodoo man was having maybe a wedding, a little get-together with the family when he was told a policeman waiting by the gate with something for him. They jail his ass. He died in prison, and the policeman also under the British. Friends, stop this nonsense. There is a God. There is a God. Do the right thing. Stop this thing, but black man, coolie man, Chinese man, Portuguese man, mixed man, and what man? We are man, God says. Make man in his own image and likeness. I want you all to subscribe to my channel, so you will get the updated, and press the bell, you will get the updated video. It is time for a national front government. We tried the PNC, racism, and a little corruption. We tried Dr. Jagam, and he died before the term was over. He could lie to people, he can't lie to God. And we tried Bharat, too many killing, Princess Street with the Bacchus family, and many more. And then I was made to understand it's alleged Feynman was killing for politician and businessman, and they send the police or the army, it's alleged, to kill him. So I'm warning you, the killer. Whenever you kill for politician and corrupt coolie businessman, they told everybody already about you, so be careful. Stop it. Unite. Mr. Ali is doing his best. And I call upon you, Mr. Ali, look into Mr. Mohan Lal in Canaan that blocked the road. And look into the NDC at Craig. I want you to look into it carefully. And Ali at Latri Bagastom over land dispute. And for all of those who are there suffering, justice is around the corner, nothing lasts forever. May God be with all of you. And remember this, Guyana is an Amerindian country. It's not India and Africa. They was not emancipated and they did not want it, okay? Same God take you all in heaven, we got problem. Have a good evening, and may God be with all of you. Peace.